Hey everyone, this is Colin from Colin's Pizza, and this has been a fantastic 2018. So this video is supposed to be a top 10 or top 5 games of 2018. There's a lot of lists in this video. So I'm going to have a list for top games I played in 2018. Doesn't mean they came out in 2018. It's games I've played during 2018. Top games that came out that I played in 2018. And games I wanted to buy that came out in 2018, and then games that I want in 2019. So the first list we're going to go through is all the games I played in 2018 on this channel that I remember that did not come out in 2018. So these games probably came out like a year ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, who knows. So let's get started with that list. This list is not numbered. This list is just all random assorted games. We're going to go through all the games I played. So first off, more recently, I played The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And I played that on the Wii U, and I always wanted to play that game, and I played it. I beat it. This year I beat it, and I enjoyed it. The next game we got is Nintendo Land. This was a series that Nathaniel and I did that it took a while to finish editing, but we finished it. It was a great game. It wasn't really, there's no story, but we got all the mini games, mini medals, or we beat the mini games, we beat the games in the game, and we got a cool ending, and it was really enjoyable. If you never watched that series, go check it out. It's on this channel, you'll find it. There's like 20 something episodes, I think, and the mini games or the games in that game are fun. And if you do have Nintendo Land, it's fun. If you don't have it, it's on the Wii U for $1 at GameStop. So go buy it. It's really good. The next game on this list is Adventure for the Atari 2600, which Nathaniel and I played a few months ago. One random Thursday night, we really wanted to get the first ever Easter egg, which we did, and it was a really fun night. We played the game on easy mode, we did that, then we had to do a normal or normal mode in order to get the Easter egg. So we were able to beat the game, and we got the Easter egg, and it was just a really fun game. And if you do have an Atari 2600, play that. If you don't, you can go buy an Atari Flashback for like $40 to $60. Or what came out recently on the Nintendo Switch is the Atari Classics, or Atari Flashback Classics, I don't know. But it's a game for $40, it comes with 150 games. I'm pretty sure it has Adventure and Adventure 2. So go check that out if you do want to play Adventure. Another game I played in 2018 was Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So like a few months ago, I really wanted to play Xenoverse 2, and I thought, why don't I just play it on my channel? So I played it, and I had a great time. A lot of people came and watched. That Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is a game that it's so fun. A lot of people make fun of it because like, oh, it's just button mash. I enjoy button mashing. Like, what's wrong with the simple button mash? There is some strategy, but I just really wanted to play it, and I'm glad I got the chance to replay it. And now I recently got it back on the Switch because of Christmas, and I really wanted to play it again. So now I have one PS4 and I have one on the Switch. The next game that me and Nathaniel played was Donkey Kong Country for the SNES Classic. So I think it was during the beginning of summer, near the beginning. Nathaniel and I were playing Donkey Kong Country on the SNES Classic, and this is one of the few times we actually just recorded a video game instead of streaming it. So we'd come in probably Thursday morning and just record like a few hours of it. Thank goodness there were save states because that game is pretty tough on certain levels, but I think we did pretty good. If you do have an NES, no, not NES, but if you do have an SNES Classic, I highly recommend playing this game. It is really fun, especially with friends or a friend. 2-player game, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. If you have a friend, play it. If you don't, go find a friend, then play it. And if you don't have an SNES Classic, go buy one because they're soon going to stop making them. They're good. There's like 20 games, and they're all pretty good. So please go buy it, or if you do have one, please play it and have a friend to play it with you. These next two games are ones that Nathaniel kept making fun of me for not having, which is Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, because those are like two games that almost everyone who has a Wii has. And when I moved, I didn't have them because they're in some box. But then I found them after we did these two streams. So when we played them, we just played for Wii Sports. We just played all the games in it. Most of them were good. Some of them were kind of garbage, but we enjoyed them. It was a fun stream. And for Wii Sports Resorts, we did the same thing. The Wii Motion Plus in that game is really good. I never realized how good Wii Motion Plus really is until it really, like, the bowling, so good. The bowling in resorts is a lot better than just regular Wii Sports. So if you're ever going to play bowling at home, make sure you have a Wii and Wii Sports Resort and Wii Motion Plus controllers. Thumbs up. The next game on this list is a game I never finished, and I believe it's because I just never got around to it, and because every time I played this game, I got sick, and I don't know why. And that game is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy for the PlayStation 2. So when I was a kid, I remember I went to my neighbor's house, and they had this game, and I just really enjoyed playing it. I never had a PS2 until like last year or 2 years. Yeah, last 2 years. A year and a half ago, I got PS2 finally. And I got Jak and Daxter, and the game is fun, but for some reason it got me sick. I don't know why. Every time I streamed it, I just felt like I wanted to throw up. I don't know why, but I had a fun time playing it, even though I couldn't play it for very long periods of time. And I just never got back into it, and I really wish I could have. I feel like now it's too late. I might go back and finish it, or on the PS4. Hopefully that'll make me feel better. I don't know. I just want to know why I felt sick. I just don't get it. But hopefully, if I ever do play it again, I will not feel sick. But if you do have Jak and Daxter, I hope you enjoy it. It is a pretty fun game for what it is, and I do like the platforming and all that. It's good gameplay, good story, good everything. I like it. The next game I played was Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. And oh my goodness, this game was fantastic. I loved it. I never really grew up on like home console video games that much. Like parents wouldn't let me, but I did get the chance now because I have my own source of income. I can get video games I never got the chance to play. I got Super Mario Galaxy. I really wanted to play it because at that time I was going through all the old 3D Mario games like Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and then Galaxy. And Galaxy, I am very sad I missed that out on my childhood because that game is fantastic. Like, I know some people might not like it, but I do know that I like it. And right now I'm playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, and that game is also really good. I love the levels. The only thing I don't like about Galaxy 2 is that there's like no overworld. Like, you just go between like world to world like a normal 2D Mario game. But I feel like it's just like all the people in Nintendo, all they cared about was making the levels, and they never really cared about like anything else, which is fine. As long as the levels are good, I'm okay with it. And Yoshi is a really good plus in Galaxy 2. So if you do have a Wii and you do have Galaxy, play it again. Pick it up. It's a really fun game. Good gameplay. I love, just like the Wii Remote and Nunchuck are really good in that. Starbits are great. It's not too hard, not too easy. It's just right. And it's a good 3D Mario platform. And the last game I remember playing in 2018 was DuckTales Remastered for the Wii U. And this game is so fun. When I started playing this back in January of 2018, wow, that's a long time ago, this game was just so good. Like, I just never realized how good DuckTales was. I never played the original, and I got this in a buy two get one free deal at GameStop. And I got DuckTales Remastered, and then I was like, you know what, I'll stream it. And the platform, not the platform, I guess the gameplay and everything in this game is great. And there's a few modes you could choose from to make it difficult. I think I chose like the normal one, and it was still pretty difficult, but it was like Galaxy. It wasn't too hard, it wasn't too easy. It was just right until you get to the very last level where you want to break your controller in half because they made it so difficult. But still a great game. If you have a Wii U still, somehow, and you still play it, I highly recommend this game. I think it's also on other consoles as well, so go check that out. I hope they port it to the Switch sometime because I would definitely rebuy this game. So now that we're done with the list of games I played in 2018, now we're going to get into the top 5 games that I played that came out in 2018. And the reason it's only top 5 is because I didn't get that many new games in 2018. When I was making this list, I realized that I didn't get that many. There's a lot of games came out, but I did not buy that many new games this year. So it's only going to be a top 5. So number 5 on this list is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And this game came out in November. I didn't get it until December because I got it as an early Christmas gift from my brother. And originally, when the game was announced over summer, I was
Not happy with it. Like originally I was going to buy it, but then over time I felt I'm not going to buy this game. It's just this is Pokemon Go on a Switch. But after playing it for a while, it is a pretty fun game. Yes, I do miss battling in the wilderness with other Pokemon. I'm not a fan of the catching, like flicking the Wii remote. When I played the game, I play it in handheld mode, so I just aim my Switch and press A. It's a lot easier because when I flick it, it's just a waste of Pokeballs. You gotta use handheld. Yes, it's probably lamer doing that way, but it saves Pokeballs and makes it go by a lot faster. And you're able to. There is a decent amount of battles with trainers, but I do miss the battling Pokemon in the wilderness. Number 4 on this list is Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I got this on the PlayStation 4. And my goodness, this game was a really good fighting game, and it's a really good Dragon Ball Z game. I'm a really big Dragon Ball Z fan, and when this game was announced, I think 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure 2 years ago, I was super excited for it. I was like out of my seat, like joyous, like shouting, like yes, because I really enjoyed Dragon Ball Z games. I enjoyed the show. It's a great show, great games, and I like Xenoverse 2. I like the Budokai series. I like Xenoverse 1. I like most of the games I have. But this game is a lot different than Xenoverse series, whereas it's instead of being like 3D flying around, it's just a 2D fighting game. And I'm not that big a fan of most 2D fighting games like Street Fighter. I'm not good at Street Fighter, so I'm not a big fan of it. But I do like Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Like that series is good, and it's 2D fighting. And Fighter Z, it is so good. Like even if you're not good at fighting games, I think you would enjoy this if you do like video games and like Dragon Ball Z. I feel like anyone who likes Dragon Ball Z can get into this game, or fighting. Do you like fighting games? Can get into this game because it's not a Dragon Ball Z game first, it's a fighting game first, but like really good Dragon Ball Z layered on top of it. Number 3 on this list is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. When this game was announced, I believe during like April, March. That's before summer. I was really excited, and I was also very surprised because I felt like this was very soon for a Smash Bros. Game to be coming out. And because like the Wii U version, I guess didn't come out until 2014, which is 4 years ago, but still, like that is very like soon for a Smash Bros. Game to come out for me. Like what I think. Like when Brawl came out, that was 2008, so that was what 6 years, 6-year difference. I guess it's not that bad between Brawl and for Wii U and for 3DS. But when Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, like just like a few weeks ago, I was playing it nonstop. World of Light, great adventure mode. Not as like in depth as Brawl was, Space Emissary, but fighting different spirit characters is great. Fighting with friends is also really fun. And they're like, you get to bring it on the go wherever you go, and you can play Smash Bros. With anyone because you have 2 Joy-Cons, so it's like 2 different controllers. So you can play whoever you ever want, even though there's a limitation on how many Joy-Cons you have. I was very surprised that Smash Bros. Ultimate was not delayed at all. I feel like I do think that they've been working on it since Wii U, probably even before that, or they probably used Wii U mechanics and just sort of ported them and made it better for Ultimate. And I really think that they did a good job. And I don't think we need another Smash Bros. Game for like 10 years. This is great, and there's still DLC coming out, so they're gonna make this last as long as it can. All right, number 2 on this list is sort of it's not a full new game. It was a game plus like a few new extra stuff, but it's able to make me put this game on this list, and that game is Sonic Mania Plus. So the original Sonic Mania came out in 2017, and back then I got that on the Switch. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic game. If I made a list back then, they'll probably would have been number 2 or number 1 on that list because Sonic Mania is one of the best 2D Sonic games that I've ever played, and it's probably because of how much technology is advanced now and how much they're able to do in it. But it feels so old. It feels so like back then. It feels like an original 2D Sonic game, but new. It was just really good. And then when Sonic Mania Plus came out, yes, all they did was add a few new characters, which were fun characters, and if if you need like one new mode, and that was pretty much it. Sonic Mania Plus in itself isn't that great. Like, the Plus isn't that great, but Sonic Mania is fantastic, and them releasing it as a new game in itself was able to let me put this at number 2, but it cannot be number 1. All right, and number 1 on this list is a game that I was so excited for, and that game is Spider-Man for the PS4. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. I love all of his movies, even the not so good ones. And this game, when it was announced, I was like so excited, but at that same time, I was thinking, most superhero video games aren't that good. So I think it'll be all right. But I'll get it and see how it is. And it just blew me away at how fun and how good it is. Growing up, like I said earlier, I never had a PS2 growing up, or like old gen consoles, so I never played the original Spider-Man PS2 or Spider-Man 2 PS2 game that everyone loves. I never got to play that. I never knew how good that was, or I had like a reference of how to compare a good Spider-Man game. The first ever Spider-Man game I think I ever got was Spider-Man Friend or Foe for my Nintendo Wii. And when I was a kid, I loved that game. It was great. But Spider-Man for PS4, this is like the best superhero game I think that has ever come out. If you're watching this, please post down in the comments if there's any better superhero games, and I'll go buy them and I'll play it and I'll see how that compares. But Spider-Man for PS4, swinging around, flipping, with your web shooters, flip, and going through New York, doing side missions, doing missions, the story. Everything about this game was great. Looking back on it, I can't think of any negatives. I think the only negative is the suits. The suits that you can get in the game, there's like 20 of them. They're cool. 15, 20, I don't remember how many. They're cool and all. Some of them don't look so good, but a lot of them, half and half. It's like half and half. Half are good, half are bad. When I beat the game, I'll try to switch out every so often a new suit to see how it looks. And different suits have abilities, but you could put the abilities on different suits, so you don't have to wear a suit for a specific ability, which I think is good, because some people might not like some certain suit that has a really good ability, and you're able to use that ability on the suit that you do like wearing. And you can upgrade your web shooters, your attack, your web swinging. This game, Spider-Man PS4, is brilliant. And if anyone has a PS4 and does not have this game, what are you doing right now? Go use your Christmas money and go buy this game and have a fun time. I don't know how many hours I put into this game when I first got it. It was amazing, and I just think that Sony did a good job with this. And when Spider-Man 2 on the PS4 comes out, when it comes out, I'm buying it, and I'm gonna play that game so much. And you better too if you have a PS4. And hopefully it comes out by 2020. I don't think it'll come out in 2019. I don't at all. I think there will be a trailer at this year's E3 telling us about it, but I don't think it's going to come out in 2019 because I think that will be a bit too soon. But if they do, awesome. All right, now that we're done with the top 5 games that I played in 2018 that came out in 2018, it's now time for the top 10 games that I played in 2018 out of all the games I played. That's why I did the original list at the beginning of the video, talking about all the games I played. Now this is going back into a top 10 games I played in 2018. So here we go. All right, number 11 on the top 10 list is Adventure. As I was saying before, it was the game Adventure, the game on the Atari 2600. Fun game, not the best compared to the other ones because this game is old. It's fun, but not the best. And number 10 is Nintendo Land. As I was saying earlier, fun mini games. If you have friends, definitely play with them. It'll make the game a lot better. And just a good time. Number 9, Donkey Kong Country for the SNES and the SNES Classic. Yeah, good game. Play it. Number 8, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. But I mainly played it on my PS4. That's what I have it on. But I now have it on Switch, so hopefully I'll play that a lot too. Number 7, DuckTales Remastered for the Nintendo Wii U. This game is fantastic. I really enjoyed the platforming, good gameplay. I love Scrooge McDuck. I like doing my Scottish accent, and he allowed me to do that. And it's just a fun game. If you have a Wii U, please get it. It's really fun. Number 6 is a game that sort of came out in 2018, but didn't really. That's why I did not include it on my previous list, and that is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. The reason I say that it came out in 2018 is because last, I think October or November, they released Kingdom Hearts: The Story So Far, which is the collection of Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, because they just want you to get ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. So I'm like, okay, this is the version I'm going to buy because it's all together. And it was $40 for all of that stuff. That is a really good price for a lot of games. And I recently just finished Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on December 30th? No, December 29th with my friend Nathaniel. We played 8 hours straight. We didn't do the whole game one day. No, that was like the 4th stream we did, or 4th or 5th, I don't know. But we weren't expecting to play 8 hours that last stream, but that was weird. The camera just cut off, but let's get back into it. The last thing I was talking about was Kingdom Hearts Final Mix for my PS4. So growing up, the first ever Kingdom Hearts game I got was when I was a kid. I got Chain Memories for my Game Boy Advance. At the time, I'm like, oh, this is a cool game. But as a kid, I was never good at video games, so I didn't really do too good. The next game I got after Chain Memories was Dream Drop Distance for the 3DS. I never even beat that game, but when I did play it, it was really fun. So Kingdom Hearts Final Mix was the very first Kingdom Hearts game that I ever beat, and I had a fun time playing this with Nathaniel. He was a big help when I played it. Without him, it probably would have taken me 30 extra hours. It took me 30 hours to beat with Nathaniel. So thanks, Nathaniel. Big help. But this game was so fun, going to different worlds, finding different treasure chests, and the story, its original story, and just the characters, Sora, Donald, and Goofy, had a fun time. The gameplay, so fun. Getting new Keyblades, getting upgrades, getting to advance in the story with just the hearts, light, and darkness. Like, it's so fun. But the final boss, man, was that stress-inducing just for a bit, you know. But thanks to Roga, you made it so much better. And that's why Kingdom Hearts Final Mix does make this list as at number 6. Number 5 is Super Mario Galaxy. So this game did not come out in 2018, but I did play it, and I had a fun time playing it. Good 3D platforming, good, decent story, you know, good new character as Rosalina. But, you know, same thing. Princess Peach gets kidnapped. You have to go save her. But now it's in space, so that's cool. Number 4 is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And oh my goodness, this game, getting to sail on the seas on the HD Wii U, it is HD to me. I had a blast playing this. And I was able to beat it with you guys on when I streamed it. It was just so fun getting to play that game again. Because I haven't played it since 2013 when it came out. And I picked it up again. I had a great time playing it. I'll probably go back and play that game once every year or two. And that got me back into the Legend of Zelda groove. And I got Breath of the Wild for my Switch this year for Christmas. And I didn't include that because it's kind of late in the game. But, you know, that's number 12. But The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker, if you have a GameCube, get it on that. If you have a Wii U, go get it on that. It's so much better. And you get the Swift Sail, so you get to sail faster in any direction you want. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Wind Waker videos or get the game. It's fun and very enjoyable. Number 3 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And this game, like I said before, super fun, super great. If you have a Switch, please get it. It's Smash Bros. You can't miss out on Smash Bros. Number 2, Sonic Mania Plus. I like Sonic. Great game. Should be number 2. And number 1, again, is Spider-Man for the PS4. This game topped everything I ever played in 2018. And hopefully Spider-Man 2, when that comes out, will also be number 1. Because that game is so fun. And I'm also really excited for other Marvel games that will ever come out. And hopefully the other developers will learn from Spider-Man and put that to good use. Now we're done with the top 10 list, top 5 list. Now we're just going to random lists, just like the first one. But these are fun lists. The first list I'm going into is games I wanted to buy in 2018, but I never did buy because I just didn't buy them. And I think if I did buy them, they would have made my top 5 list top 10. The first one I wanted to get was My Hero One's Justice for the Nintendo Switch, because earlier this year, or like a few months ago, I got hooked on My Hero Academia. That show is fantastic. And when I learned that they were making a game, I was like, I'm going to buy this game day one. Thankfully, I didn't. Not because it's a bad game, but because it's $60 for, from what I've heard, not that good of a game. When it gets a price cut, I'm going to buy it because I do want to play it. I've heard like good and bad things about it. I feel like the first fighting game of a series probably isn't going to be the best. They have to learn from their mistakes and make it better. So hopefully in the next one, or whatever that may be, they'll make it better. But I don't know how good the first one is, so it could be fantastic. I don't know. So that's one game I was going to buy, but I did not buy. The next game that I was going to buy, but I didn't, but I got for Christmas was the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 for the Nintendo Switch. I've never been a big Mega Man fan, but I do enjoy the style, the gameplay, the character. I played some of them before on my friend's 3DS. They're fun. So I wanted this game because it's a good price, but I just never got around to buying it. But I did get it for Christmas, so I don't have to buy it now, but I do have it. And it is pretty fun. The next game that I did not buy, but I wanted to buy, is the game that I would have bought, but the makers of the game said that it's going to be coming on the Switch sometime in the future. And that game is Dragon Quest XI. That game came out on the PS4 in September. I was going to buy it because I love Dragon Quest. However, they said that it's going to be coming on Nintendo Switch in the future. So at the time, okay, I thought I'll save some money now by not getting this game because I don't need to get it twice. I'll get it on the Switch, and I can wait a year or two. So if it does not come out in a year or two, I'm going to get it on the PS4. The next game on this list that sort of intrigued me was Octopath Traveler. That game, it looked really fun, but it was $60. I think it went out of stock because everyone bought it. It looked really cool to me. I'll probably buy it in a year if it ever goes down in price. I doubt it'll go down, but it looked really fun, looked really unique, and it looked really creative how it was bringing back old JRPG elements or just RPG elements and putting them into a new game, but it looks really old, but it looks really new and good at the same time. Yeah, it looks really fun. Another game I did not buy was Kirby Star Allies. That game looks fun, but I don't want to pay a full price game for a game that's easy and mediocre. I heard it's fun, but too easy. I like Kirby games, but I don't want to pay $60 for a really easy game that I'm never going to play again. Like Triple Deluxe on 3DS, I love that game. Yes, if you just go through the levels, it's easy. But if you try to collect everything, that makes it more fun, more enjoyable. The mini games in that game were fun, and the final boss in that game was really hard. That took me a while to beat. But I'm not going to pay $60 for a game that is too easy. But I did want to buy it. It did look fun. I did want to get it, but I just didn't. Another game that I wanted to buy, but it's coming on the Switch hopefully later, is the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I never played Spyro as a kid. But when I saw that this was announced, I looked at the gameplay. It looked so fun. But I was really kind of sad that it was not on the Switch. But I do remember when the Crash trilogy came out. Originally, it did not come out on the Switch, but a year later it did. So I'm hoping in the next year, Spyro will be coming on the Switch, and I will buy that because it looks really fun. The colors, the HD remastered in it, it looks really good. The people who made that or who redid that did a fantastic job and really put their time and effort into it. But I did not buy it because I wanted it on the Switch. And the last game I did not buy, but I wanted to buy, was Super Mario Party. I do enjoy the occasional Mario Party, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, I don't know. I enjoy the old Mario Party games with friends. Things get real tense, get real angry, friendships get ruined. But when like Mario Party 10 and Mario Party 10, those games aren't good. Like the 9 and 10, like the gameplay, like you go together in a cart and you just go through the board. It's not fun. It's kind of lame. But when Super Mario Party was announced and like goes back to the original Mario Party mechanics, of going through a game board and you're fighting each other, it looked really cool to me. But then my friend bought it for $60. We played it. It's a fun game, but I'm not going to pay $60 for this game. I think it only has 4 maps. They're not the best. I think this is a good step in the right direction for Nintendo for Mario Party, but it's just not my cup of tea right now. Hopefully with Super Mario Party 2, if that ever happens, they'll make it better, and I'll probably buy that if they do good on it. I don't know. I do enjoy Mario Party, but it's not my favorite, but it's still really good. All right, those were the games I wanted to buy in 2018, but I never did. Now we are going on to my next list. This next list is the games that I am excited for in 2018 because they've already been announced, and so I am excited for them. So here we go. The first game that's coming out that I'm excited for is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. I do enjoy 2D Mario games. I enjoy New Super Mario Bros. For the DS, New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. Never played the Wii version. I got it recently at GameStop. I got the Wii U version for free. I don't know how. I played that for 3 hours. Never got back into it because I wanted to play it with friends, but I just never got around to it. But now that version's coming to the Switch, and I feel like I would be more inclined to play that more because I can play it on the go, and I enjoy playing a handheld more than on my TV. So this game I am excited for. Even though they're not adding that much new stuff to it, I think I will still get it, hopefully, and I think it's going to be fun. Another game that's coming out in 2019 that I'm sort of excited for, I'm most likely going to buy, is the Animal Crossing game coming to the Switch. I've enjoyed Animal Crossing since Wild World for the DS and New Leaf for the 3DS. Those games are really fun, really chillaxing, relaxing, chill. I don't know, they're just really fun. Just get your 3DS or DS, just sit there and just play for hours on end, planting, taking care of your city or town, and just relaxing. There's no boss, there's no levels, just have fun. Go fishing, go catching bugs, do whatever you want. It's fun. So hopefully on the Switch, it'll still be really fun. I never played the Wii version. My brother did. It was alright. I'm just not a fan of that sort of game on a console. I feel like that's a game you can take out on the go. If you're waiting for someone in your car, you can just play it for 5 minutes at a time. But on a console, I'm not going to spend that much time playing it. But since the Switch is portable, I think that's a good area for them to go. The next game I'm sort of excited for, I'll most likely get, is Yoshi's Crafted World. It's not Woolly World, but you're in a storybook sort of thing. This game has been development for I don't know how many years, not too long, but I am pretty excited for it. I'll probably get it. I might not, who knows. It'll probably be on games I could have bought for 2019. But I think it's gonna be fun. If you have a Switch and enjoy a good game, get it. But I don't know yet. It's not out yet, so we'll find out next time when it comes out. The next game that I'm excited for, which was delayed from 2018 to 2019, is Team Sonic Racing. The game was supposed to be coming out on a December release, but they moved it, I think, to March, I don't know. It's coming out later in early 2019, which I think is fine with them delaying because usually Sonic games come out too early, so they're not that good. But so delaying it, I think, will hopefully make it better. I enjoyed most Sonic Racing games. The games I do have are Sonic Racing Transformed for my Wii U. That game is pretty fun. Sort of a Mario Kart clone, but I think it's good because you get to fly through the air, you get to go on a boat. The gameplay is pretty fun, a little different than Mario Kart, and I enjoyed it. So I think Team Sonic Racing is going to be fun. I'm definitely going to buy it and hopefully play it with friends. And the last game, or the game that I think I'm most excited for 2019, is Jump Force. This game is going to be the culmination of anime and everyone's favorite anime. Like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Death Note, everything in between. It's going to be packed into this game, and I hope it's going to be a lot better than Jump Stars Victory S Plus, which came out on the PS4 a few years ago. The game is very similar. It's where you get characters from anime fighting each other, but it's not that good from what I've heard. I'll probably buy it in the future. The game, I don't know when it came out, but I'll check it out. But Jump Force, I'm hoping it's going to be a lot better than that. It's going to be really good. I'm pretty sure there's an actual story for this game. So when that comes out, I'm going to buy it. And I think recently I've heard that you can create a character. I'm not sure about that. I haven't heard too much about this game. The most recent thing I've heard is that Deku from My Hero Academia is going to be in the game. So that's going to make it so much better because I love My Hero Academia. I love Dragon Ball Z. And this game is just going to blow up, and I'm going to play it. Hopefully play it. Hopefully it's not delayed. Hopefully it's 2019, and it's going to be good. Alright, those are the games I am most excited for 2019, and now I have one last list. And that is what I want in 2019. I know this video is going for a long time, so you don't have to stick around, but if you do, you hear my opinions on what I want, Hopefully you enjoy them. So here we go. So for this list, it's most of it, probably 90% of it is not going to happen at all, but it's just stuff that I want to happen. And the first thing that came to my mind was a new 3D Mario game. I know we just got Odyssey, like 2017. Odyssey's great. If they had DLC, like more worlds, I'd be okay with that. But I just miss playing a good new 3D Mario game. Like, I miss Odyssey. I do enjoy Odyssey, but I also do enjoy the sort of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine gameplay where you have a hub world, and you go into a world and do separate missions for the star that you want to get. While in Odyssey, you just go around the world and you just find moons randomly, which is cool, but I just kind of want to go back to the old 3D Mario style, but I'm okay with an Odyssey too. The next thing I'm asking that I want is probably asking for too much, and that is a new Zelda game. We just got Breath of the Wild also in 2017, but I think that we can get at least a new 2D Zelda game, sort of like A Link Between Worlds, like top-down sort of thing. I would be okay with that. But I just really want to get a new Zelda game, even though I also just recently got Breath of the Wild for my Switch, so that'll hold me tight for a while. But I do think Nintendo should make a new Zelda game within a year or two, because if they don't, well, people are going to get angry with them. The next thing I want in 2019 is Dragon Quest XI for the Nintendo Switch, because I do know it's coming out on Nintendo Switch. Hopefully, they said it is, but they didn't say when. I'm hoping it's 2019, hopefully before summer or during summer. I'm okay with that. I just don't want to wait until Christmas of next year and then get it. But I can wait 2019. And the next thing I want is Skyward Sword for Nintendo Switch. I never played the original Skyward Sword for Wii, but I think with the Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch, it'll be a great fit. It'll go really well, and I will enjoy it. Hopefully, it's one of the Zelda games I have not played yet. The next thing I want from 2019 is Spider-Man 2 for PS4, or maybe even all consoles, but I doubt that's going to happen in 2019. I feel like they're going to wait at least another year or two and just really make it better. I don't know how they'll do it, but they'll somehow do it. But I really do want another Spider-Man game. The next game on this list, which I'm sure a lot of people who have a Switch will agree with me, or like Mario in general, is Super Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch. I remember I got Super Mario Maker from my Wii U. It was a fun game. I never got in depth with it as most people did, because I wasn't that creative with levels. I did enjoy playing the occasional level someone else created. I just never got hooked on it like most people. But on the Switch, I feel like Nintendo will be doing a really good job just putting it on the Switch. Like, even if it was just a port, great. But if they were somehow able to do a sequel, I don't know how they would do it. People would buy it, people would enjoy it, and I think it's just a lot easier because you do have your touchpad on your Switch pad, and the game Switch pad, I don't know, on your Switch. And I feel like a lot of people would really enjoy that. The next thing I want is the SNES, N64, and GameCube games for Nintendo Switch Virtual Console, or just online. This year they released Nintendo Switch Online with a lot of NES games, and they increased that each month with 3 new games each month. But I feel like in 2019 they could really just make a jump and go with SNES games, maybe N64 games, maybe even GameCube games. That'd be asking for a lot. But recently they announced how they're not going to be making SNES Classics or even NES Classics anymore. I feel like that could either mean they're going to be putting those games on the Switch, or they're making a whole new product, and they need the area and the space for that. So, but I do hope in 2019 we get SNES games, N64 games, or GameCube games. Those would be really fun on a Switch. The next thing I want is a Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 remake or HD collection on the Switch. I feel like with the Joy-Cons, again, that'd be really good gameplay-wise. And they're just really fun games. I've recently been playing Galaxy 2. I'm really enjoying that. And if they put them together as an HD collection, I feel like people would love that, and I myself would really enjoy that. The next game I really want this to happen, is Sonic Mania 2. Sonic Mania 1 is great, or Sonic Mania was great. Sonic Mania Plus is great, or it's the same thing, but it's extra. But if they did Sonic Mania 2, what I would want is 70% new levels, 30% old remastered levels. Because I feel like now that Sega has seen that people love Sonic Mania. So why would they go back to not making that sort of game anymore? I feel like they could increase upon what they've already created and make it better by adding more new levels and more new reimagined old levels. Old, like, don't do Green Hill Zone again. Like, I love it, but like you can do Emerald Hill Zone because it's Sonic Mania 2 or whatever you want to do, Sega. I just really want this to come out, hopefully in 2019. And the last thing I want on this for 2019 is Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 HD remake for Nintendo Switch or PS4 or Xbox One, mainly for Nintendo Switch. I remember hearing a rumor before E3 that Nintendo was going to announce it, but they never did. But I feel like not Sega, but I feel like it would be really fun and enjoyable to play those games again in HD on the go or it's on a newer console. Because I do enjoy Sonic Adventure. I never beat Sonic Adventure 2 when I streamed it, like 2 years ago. Yeah, I started playing 2 years ago. I never beat it. But I beat Sonic Adventure 1, and that game is really fun. And I feel like if they did HD remastered, it would make it so much better. And on the Switch, it would make it even 10 times better. Who knows? But I think it'd be really fun. So that was the top stuff. That was just the stuff I wanted. That's the stuff I want in 2019. So this video is super long. I know. Sorry. It was hopefully enjoyable. I know there's top 10 in there, there's top 5 in there. Games I wanted, games I should have bought, games I not should have, but would have bought. I didn't. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a great 2018. I hope we all have a fantastic 2019. And I hope that video games will never die and that they'll just keep getting better. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great 2019. And don't forget to grab a slice of Colin's Pizza. Goodbye!